Hi, we're here with the first person voted out of season 7, Carson. How are you feeling?
I guess I'm okay. I sort of know what I did wrong, and I think I've learned a bit from the experience. So, but I'm doing fine.
So, what happened? I know we said preseason, there would, it takes some activity and stuff. What do you think went wrong?
Yeah, so I think from like the first 2 days, so I wasn't super active, and then I just got in my own head about things. So, like the people who talked to me, they I would say hello, they would say hello back, and then like the conversations wouldn't go too far, and I don't what wasn't great at like steering where to go, and I got in my head saying, "Do I start talking about game now? This is probably bad for me. I don't want to be a target." And I was just like
Mm-hmm.
get in my own head a whole lot. And then like once like the first day passed, like I kind of realized that I was in like a bad spot, and I thought like the only way was to like sort of be in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So like I just started taking that mentality, and it was not a good idea.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So, when you were initially on the block next to Tanner, how were you
Yes.
feeling about your chances then versus when the veto ceremony happened and it was Megan on the block?
So when I was like up against Tanner, I think I had a like going up initially, I didn't feel one way or the other. I kind of knew it was gonna happen. But like the fact that nobody approached me to like say, "Hey, we're doing this, we're doing that." We like the fact that I had nobody like sort of in my corner approaching me to sort of like talk game and find a way to go made me kind of realize that I was in a bad spot. And like even if I did like I don't know how to explain it. If I did like if I did start trying to fight for it, I think that would just made me a bigger target, and I would have like I figured the only way that I'd have a chance in the game is like to win the veto and then go from there, and then sort of like just fall into place and go in the wayside a bit for a bit. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true. So one of the first twists that was announced for the season was the Warden's assistant twist. How did
Yeah.
that factor into your gameplay when you saw that announced?
Uh, not a whole lot. Um, I thought it was interesting. I knew that other people were definitely going to be playing for it more than I was, and I just had to keep that in mind. It did not drive a whole lot of my gameplay in particular, I guess. It is more of
Okay,
just a
fair.
thing to be aware of, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So overall from your experience, I know you were only in there a short time, but
Yeah.
who would you say you feel good about their chances to do well? Who would you say you feel bad about their chances, etc.?
Oof, it's tough. Like I don't think there's like a clear front runner from my perspective. I feel like the people who like actually like talk to me and like those sorts of people have like they probably have more connections with the other people as well, so they're reaching out to everybody. So I think they have a good chance. So people like Seth, people like Yag, like I think they have a good chance just based purely on their interactions with me, and they're willing to go and like do the grind. The people who are sort of not in a good spot, I don't know what to say. Like I know like how to explain this. Uh, yeah, I don't really think anybody is like in a horrible spot. I think there's like eventually there's going to be sides that are going to be formed, just based on the people not reaching out to like everybody, like Lex, like Alyssa, like Zachary, like these people they didn't actively try to talk to me. So I think they've already found their group and they're sticking with it and they're not trying to find more people. So like if their group goes on the wayside and they will not make it far. Like they're relying too much on like close knit stuff, I guess.
Yeah, that makes total sense. So do you have any other thoughts regarding your experience, or do you want to move on to
Uh
your goodbye messages?
um I think I learned quite a bit from this org, even though like I know I wasn't super involved the first couple of days, and like I realize how I should sort of position myself in orgs. I'm not experienced. I did one other game, and it was very different than this to start out with, because like there's like clear easy targets, and this time I guess I sort of was that because of my sort of social status with the other people. And I think I just realized, like, even if I should be grinding and like sort of trying, like even if it makes me out in the spotlight, it's better to do that than just sort of fall by the wayside like I did here. So I think it's like a big learning experience for me, and I think it sort of is going to drive how I position myself in other orgs and how I sort of take the first couple of days, if that makes sense.
No, I think that makes sense. I think I've been in similar positions in orgs where I've just decided, maybe it's okay to just be inactive or so for a while, get people not thinking about me. So I can see where you were coming from.
Mhm.
All right, so did you want to take a look at your goodbye messages?
Sure.
Okay, you should see an exit interviews channel. Let me know if you don't see it.
I do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna post okay, so I'm gonna post them one by one. Feel free to post your thought not post, but tell us your
Speak your
thoughts
thoughts.
as we go
Yeah,
along.
will do.
So this first one is from Megan.
Mhm. Yep. I think that makes a lot of sense. I knew that I was sort of gonna be a target after I was initially put up, and going up as a pawn makes sense. Yeah.
All right, next one is from Seth.
Yeah. Seth was one of the people who like actually felt like he was trying to connect with me. So, um, I think that he is like a good shot going forward, and I appreciate that what he said.
Next is Tyrell.
Definitely a confident guy. Yeah. I don't really know what to respond to that.
All right, next one is Yag.
All right. All right.
All right, next is the HOH, or
Hmm.
the outgoing HOH at least,
Yes,
Lex.
Lex. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
that prompts another question. Is it true
yeah.
you didn't create a chat with the HOH?
No, like, okay, so I was going to at like 5 in the morning, and I just felt like it was a bad idea to do that at the time. I sort of knew like at 5 in the morning, the day before noms, it was not going to change anything if I just say, hey, hello, this is my position, because I really didn't have a stance in the game. And like, if I just,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it would make me a target instantly if I just only talked game with Lex like the day before not the day before, like a couple hours before nominations are due. Like, I just don't think that helps. Like, my chances at all. And like maybe if I don't talk, there's like a 5% chance that like I just go by the wayside and there's bigger targets. And like like my mentality and like was very not having like I don't know. I should have taken a harder stance. Is sort of what I'm saying. And I think that all started from like the first day. Like I should have just like came in like coming in guns blazing would have been better than just like falling by the wayside like I did, I guess. And it should
All
have
right.
been what I.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, next one is from Emma.
Yeah. Like all of this like, makes sense. Like people are saying I'm inactive. I was relatively inactive. I agree with that. But like it's a two-way street in these conversations. Like you say hello, how are you doing? I respond. I say hello. I'm doing well. I'm doing this today. And then I'm sitting here waiting for a response for like an hour, and then I'm not there, and then you're not initiating the conversation back with me, and it's just hard. Like that these people they did not like do I have to be the one to initiate every single conversation, every single thing with 14 people? Is that actually what I need to do in the game? I don't know. Like it just feels like they were not reciprocating from the very beginning, and it was hard to like sort of get things going.
Yeah, I can totally get that. I feel that a lot in from experience in other orgs. Um, okay, this next one is from Edvin.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're kind of similar.
Yeah, I
Um,
assume all of them are going to be pretty similar thing. I've been relatively inactive, and I realized that. I felt like that was probably like the best place to go once I like after the first day. I felt like I was trapped into like this way where I would just like instantly be a target.
this is from Auk.
Understandable.
This is Gina's.
Yeah.
Right, only a few more left.
Hmm.
Next one is from Alyssa.
Yeah.
Next is from Bailey. The next one is from Zachary. And final one from Tanner.
Yep. Yeah. I think all of these were relatively accurate. I was inactive like a bit just based on things going on the first day. And then like I felt I was stuck in a bad position and I just didn't know where to take it. I felt the way I took it was poor. I realized that going home. I think it deals a lot with like my inexperience with orgs. Like on the show they say, "Hey, you're talking game a lot," like right off the bat, and then your target. And I guess that would sort of translate here, and I didn't want to do that. And there's just like a whole lot of things I just got in my own head, and like all these things happened, and it just ended up the wrong way. Uh, yeah, but I guess it was a good time. Like the time I spent, I can't say that I'm going away with my bestest friends. But like it was what I expected. Somewhat, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so Tanner did reveal he was one of the votes to keep you, but you did have
Okay.
3 votes to stay. So who do you think the other 2 were?
I'm gonna guess Seth, and I'm gonna guess. I don't know. Like I think maybe Emma. Seth and
Uh,
Emma, I get. Are like I don't know.
um, both of those are incorrect.
Oh, oops.
They were Tanner,
Okay.
Tyler, and Auk.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Like they are. Yeah, I think they sort of need like I think there's a clear group of like Lex and Zachary and like all these people that I saw like go in and out of voice chat with each other, and they like are probably on the outsides of that, and they probably thought that they could pick me up if I made it out, and that makes sense.
All right, awesome.
Mhm.
What's the last thing I needed to say? All right, well, just thank you for playing the season, and we hope
Yeah.
you had a fun time.